basically she was like $20 for a t-shirt. Because it's not in your budget don't mean other people not paying for it. And let me remind y'all, at the time that she made that post, I had already sold about 50 shirts my first week.
Get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drip, they set it up, I got them on it. I bought a new bag, I had to watch, so I two-toned them. Taking the drugs, I'm gonna be
Hey, it's your girl Keisha. If you are new here, or if you are a returning viewer, thank you for tuning in. Before I get into this video, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share. Today, this video is gonna be about 10 things I wish I knew before I started a clothing brand. Before I get started, I started a clothing brand back in 2017. It was 2018 on paper, meaning I didn't register it with the state until 2018. I got it trademarked about 2019. And it's been on pause for like a year now. And I'm going to tell y'all these 10 steps, 10 reasons as to, part of the reason why that it is on pause right now. A lot of things that I learned from this, a lot of mistakes that I won't make going further, and all of that. So, number one, separate your business money from your personal money. 2 different bank accounts. Don't add it in there together and say, hey, okay, I remember I had you're not going to remember. You're going to see it in there and you're going to spend it. You're going to go get your hair done, your nails done. You're going to pay a bill with it that you could have paid with your personal. Like, no. Separate the two. Get your business bank account. Make sure you have your business structure, whether it's an LLC or whatever entity you choose. Go get you an EIN from the IRS website, which is absolutely free. The LLCs it varies per state. Mississippi, $50. Texas, $300. I don't know what state y'all in, but those are the 2 states that I'm affiliated with. Number 2, test out your quality before you put it out to the masses. Please test your quality out. And this includes washing it, making sure that the graphic lasts through a wash and a dry and all, the stuff that your customers are going to be doing, because nobody wants to buy an item. You wash it one time and you can't wear it out no more. Maybe to sleep in, but you can't wear it out no more. Nobody wants it. So, we need to test it out to see how durable it is. Now, when I did do my shirts, I did go with screen printing, which a lot of times is not saying it's always better than heat press, but a lot of times it is, because I noticed a lot of times with the heat press, the letters will start to peel off and your customers don't want that. And then also with the heat press, you have to make sure that with the screen print, you have to make sure that you're washing it properly, and also you have a good screen printer so it can last through a lot of washes. I will proudly say a lot of the shirts that I did put out in 2019, people are still wearing them to this day, and the quality is still immaculate. So I'm proud of myself about that. Number 3, don't expect your friends and family to support you. That's great if they do, but there are strangers out here who will gladly support you. I will say almost every friend of mine, pretty much all my close family members, all supported my brand, and I am so grateful and thankful for that. Now, a lot of people don't have the same story, but you can't let that stop you, because while my friends and family did support, there were a lot of strangers in other states I had never even been to that supported. I had people in New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Alabama. Of course, I've been to some of these states, but I'm just naming out. Tennessee, California, like so many people. Like, I want to say I sold to, it was over the half of the states of the U.S. and I was so proud about that. When I do come back, like, we're doing all 50, and we are going nationwide. So I said that. And also, when I did first, made my first official post for people to shop, my shirts were at $20. And when I say a friend of mine commented on the post is still up there on my page to this day. Basically, she was like $20 for a t-shirt, and just being negative, I'm like, as a friend, there was so much shade, and you don't publicly do that. Even if you don't agree with something, just because it's not in your budget don't mean other people not paying for it. And let me remind y'all, at the time that she made that post, I had already sold about 50 shirts my first week. I already did that. So obviously it wasn't too much for a lot of people. And I wasn't even tripping on it. I ended up blocking her, because what's the point of us being Facebook friends if, you're being negative towards something that I am very passionate about, something that my business, and I don't need you around me. And this is the person that I have did. I'm not even going to go there, but just know that people don't always have your best interests, and it's okay to cut ties. Number 4, continue to reinvest your money. It kind of ties back to number one when I say make sure you have separate bank accounts for your business and your personal. Because if you spend your business profit on personal bills, your business will not have longevity. So that was one of the big things for me. When I was making the money from my business, I actually needed it for like rent, car note, stuff like that I had to like make a decision on if I was going to did I want to lose my apartment? Did I want to lose my car? No. So I had to make that decision. My business suffered because of it, but it is what it is. When I first started my brand, I used my rent money and I invested it, and I also spent that money there. So I didn't really get the profit like I wanted to. At some point, I did end up reprofiting, like reordering more product, but it was not the way that I wanted it to go. And this time when I do relaunch, I want to already have money set aside that specifically for my business. I don't want to have to rely, okay, let me sell this and then I have this money. Now I want to be able to save a significant amount and have it in my my business account, and then, have my brand back up. I got a strategy, and there's a lot of things I'm trying to do, and I feel like it'll work best for me. But as far as separating your business and personal, I feel like everybody should do it. Number 5, make sure you research your brand name before you put it out. Research the social media handles. Look on the trademark website, which I'll put right here. I did do that, and a few months later, I did find out another brand kind of had my name. They were in a different, like, I had a clothing brand, but they were in like they were a blog, I believe, which technically those two, we can too have the same name. But I don't know, like they ended up selling shirts with Millennial Boss on there, but they stopped. And let me say this, I have Millennial Boss trademarked. It was finalized in 2019. And was it 2019? 2021, my bad. It took almost 2 years. Well, it took over a year to be finalized, but that's okay. And they were very upset about that, but y'all didn't trademark it. I was in the process of already trademarking it. And when I did start my Millennial Boss brand, I didn't see any company out here with the same name. Like, I'm big on researching before I do stuff. Sometimes 2 people have the same ideas, and that's okay, but it's all about who acts on it first. I want to say they close their business. I don't know. But this absolutely avoids having to change your brand name later on down the line. And like, they ended up blocking me on social media. I think their name, I'm not even gonna give that publicity, but they ended up blocking me, and I was able to tell because the Millennial Boss hashtags, I was like, because they were using the Millennial Boss hashtags also, and I couldn't find anything under there when I was logged in on my business page. But when I logged in from my personal account, pulled up and the hashtag, so I'm like, okay, they blocked me, but I kind of sort of had this first. I kind of, I never even seen them. And if I did, they were blocked. So when I searched, it didn't pop up. Well, I was blocked. So, I mean, who knows? But anyway, number 6. If you are seeking longevity in your brand, trademarking is not a bad idea, as I just explained. Although it is pricey. I think I paid about $1,000. I think it was like pretty much $1,000. But the company that I went through, I think they charge like $1,300 now. You can do it yourself, but I do not recommend you do it yourself, because once the government or whoever sends papers back for you to fill them out and all this and that, you want to make sure it's done like very specifically to the T. And if you are denied, you don't get your money back that you paid the USTOP, I think that's the website, but you don't get that money back. So I would rather go with someone who has experience, who know, like, hey, before we even get started, they'll let you know, okay, I don't think this will be able to be trademarked, because there are some things that you cannot trademark, or there are some names that are too close to other names that you can't get trademarked. So again, I don't feel like it's a bad idea if you are looking for longevity. You are, but I wouldn't say as soon as you come up with a brand name, go get a trademark just like that, especially if you are, just getting started, don't have the funds, because like I said, it is pricey. You're gonna spend at least $1,000. It is what it is. You gotta pay to play. And what a trademark does is protects you in the United States, and just the United States though, over when the companies like China and all of that are like stealing from brands and using their other businesses' names from the U.S. This kind of, even though it's illegal over here, they can do that over there because the trademarks only protect you in the United States. But LLCs don't protect you. It only protects you in that state. No one else can have that, register that name in your state. But it's not the same thing as a trademark. A lot of people get that confused. Just like a state trademark, is me personally, I feel like it's pointless, but that's just me. Number 7, know who your audience is. Now, my brand is Millennial Boss Apparel, right? My entire brand's target audience is millennial entrepreneurs or business owners who are wanting to expand their audience through visual representation. I could be a little more specific, but I did have the Unapologetically Black shirts, which that was the first shirt that I came out with before I even decided, okay, I'm gonna have my whole brand Millennial Boss Apparel and add those shirts to that. But the shirts were a collection of the brand, which were not specifically for entrepreneurs, but it was for African Americans who were not afraid to, represent your Blackness. Or I probably can put that in a better term, but Unapologetically Black is literally self-explanatory. And when I say those shirts did numbers, I still have a few actually, but when I do my rebrand, I want the quality way better. I want the brand name in the shirt and all of that. But not to get off topic, know who your audience is. Say for instance, if you are selling, I say makeup. Know, for one, your price point and who you want to cater to. Like, are you trying to cater to like a luxury? It's just all about, your audience. Are you trying to cater to amateur makeup artists, something easy for people who don't know how to do makeup? Just very specific. Like, think like, okay, who am I selling to? And just women is not specific enough. Men is not specific enough. You have to be very specific when you're trying to think about your target audience. Number 8, don't throw a sale all the time. This was one of my biggest mistakes that I will never do again, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a sale with your business, but having a sale every other week, every time you feel like, okay, I'm not getting enough sales, let me throw a sale this week, let me throw a sale today, let me throw a sale Friday. People are not going to want to purchase it at full price, and people are just going to sit around and wait till you only have a sale. And even when you do have it on sale, they're going to feel like it's too much. So I just, like I said, there's nothing wrong with doing it like holiday sales, anniversary, stuff like that. But as far as like regularly having a sale like every single week, that is a no-no. Like, people are not going to purchase it at full price, and you'll be losing out, especially if you have your business set up to where, I'm pricing myself here so I can be able to profit X, Y, and Z. And you also do want to price your product where you can afford to have sales sometime, but not having to like throw sales every time just to make a sale. And if you do, you may want to go back to the drawing board on your product. Number 9, always promote your brand, whether it is a clothing brand. Always wear your product out. Don't be afraid to post it online. Don't be afraid to post every day. People might get tired of it, but those people are not your audience if they are tired of it. A lot of times, scrolling through stuff and I'm like, oh, that'd be something nice to invest in. And I'd be like, not right now. But the more I see this person posted about it, I probably forget about it. I'll be like, oh yeah, they made a post, and I go back and I purchase. That definitely helps. It works. Do not be afraid to make the post. Scared money don't make none. Don't worry about the people who are tired of you posting. I've had people tell me that they were tired of me posting, but guess what? Every single time I post anything, like even with my YouTube channel, every single time I post a video, I get a subscribe. Whether it's 1, whether it's 5, whether it's 10, I get subscribers, I get new viewers, my analytics go up, and I'm gonna keep doing it because guess what? I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing what I believe in, and those people who don't, they don't have to watch. They don't. So, number 10. When you're making your post, don't post shop now, shop on every single post. We want to be able to be informed, sometimes entertained. Every post does not have to say shop here, shop now, shop with me. Like, we're gonna know that you're selling stuff through your marketing, but you do not have to ask for a sale in every single post. People will get tired of it, and you have to think like, okay. It does get tired. It's the way that you have to word it, the way that you have to post it. It's just always saying shop now, shop here. It just really Let us know why we should. What value do you bring to us? What can your product do for me? You know? So yeah, a lot of those things that I just named were something that I definitely learned over the years with having my clothing brand. Some things I already knew, some things I watched other people, make a mistake and do. But overall, I did learn a lot more about a lot of these things throughout the time of me having my brand. So when I do have my relaunch, I won't make none of these mistakes. And if you are thinking about having a clothing brand, I'm hoping that I will help you not make some of those mistakes before you even get started. If you did enjoy this video, make sure y'all do subscribe, give me a comment, and I'll see y'all at the next video.